Welcome back, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to show you part 2 of the addition to my tiny home. This is going to go over the electrical work, the shiplap, the ceiling, all the stuff that I hadn't had done in the last video. I'm going to show you all of that, and then the move-in. We got the painting done, the trim done. The outside of the whole house is about to get painted. There's a lot going on, a lot to show you, so stick around. I'll show you what's going on. All right, well, we got most of the shiplap done. Just gotta finish up this wall, do the ceilings, put the windows in, do the floors. We'll be good. So due to some unfortunate constraints of a kind of a wiring situation inside this wall, I'm having to kind of prematurely open up this wall to get some of that figured out prior to them actually doing the demolition. So I didn't film me yanking off that piece. Essentially, I just took my orbital and cut this, and now just need to get each of these pieces of siding off of here. That way we can see and get into the electrical area and possibly even go ahead and do the electrical work prior to getting the wall down. That way we just don't have to mess with it. Just get it all completely moved, because I've got wire running through here, I've got switch plugs, there's wires running up to the upstairs. All of this is going to have to get relocated to an area above these windows, because these windows are not going to be here. This whole wall is not going to be here. So everything that needs to go that direction wire wise somehow has to get over there. Well, that's going to be going up and over behind that topmost piece of wood there. So I'm just kind of getting it prepped so electrician can come and take a look, see what they need to do to be able to help me out. But I'm going to keep as much of this foam in here as possible. That way we're kind of maintaining some of our value and our insulation in the house, because we still don't have it completely sealed off in here. So I am just continuing to get this off. If I can get enough of a grip, I think I can pull the whole thing off. Well, let's see. I think I'm breaking that, so might as well pry it some more at the bottom. There we go. Just broke the bottom free. Now that's still gonna break, but that's okay. That is not the end of the world. Looks like I freed up the gap up here. Well, actually, holy wow. There we go. So I've got stuff going on back here that now I can actually investigate. It only comes up to about knee high, so I just went ahead and cut it like that. I've got a switch box back here that I've got to relocate over to this side. Wires have to be pulled out up there, over, brought down. Just this whole mess of things that I didn't think were going to be so complicated until I really started to think about it, and I'm like, oh shit, that's actually not going to be very easy. So now I got to get up there and remove. I now have to remove that top gray piece all the way along, because up in there is where wires are going to go up and over. And then from here, I've got switch box. The switch box that's in the house is going to have the wires pulled out of this wall, because remember, this one's going away. And then those wires are going to have to be brought back down right here. It sounds easy. It's not easy. Not easy at all. At this point, that electrical work has been completed. Those electricians removed the wires from the demolition wall, brought them down into the switch box that's there by my waist, at which point I went ahead and installed the switches, and now my wife and I are completing the shiplap walls. That way we can go ahead and have the interior painted. The next step after that will be doing the demolition, followed by installing the tongue and groove wood ceilings. Alright, so the room got painted. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and start disassembling the wall, throwing away the foam. Everything is fully painted in here. Got this small room painted as well. So, now it's demo time. Alright, I'm about to make a mess. I got to pull all this foam out. But it sure is satisfying. Alright, so it's about 11 p.m., 11 at night, and I'm pulling out the last of the foam right now. I did have to work today, so I kind of just got off work and started coming out here to get some stuff done, because tomorrow the actual frame and the windows, all this has to come out. So that's like what we've been leading up to this whole time, is that moment. And so I am just trying to get a head start here on all this stuff, get the floors clean, and then we'll wake up early in the morning and take this sucker down. So this is a load-bearing wall that we're removing, and so what you're seeing here is I'm installing some vertical uprights that are going to support the beam that we're going to install. We are installing a beam that's going to go horizontally across kind of over where those windows are currently at. That way, when we do go ahead and take everything down, the house is still completely supported by a nice strong beam. So currently we're just getting the uprights that are going to support that installed, and the next step is putting in that beam. Alright, y'all, so we're almost to the point, removing the wall, got the windows cut out, got all the insulation removed, and here soon these windows will come out and get installed here and here, and I will update as we go. So this is complicated to break down without pausing. Essentially, the big beam is on the floor. We are kind of preparing to put some supports on the ceiling. That way, when we pull the studs, the house doesn't try to sag. Then put the beam in, then remove the support. The windows already came out. The windows got installed. The wall comes down, and now suddenly we're open into the house. All right, so I have this like last step on this removing of this wall. Obviously, we still have to do the ceilings. We still have to do trim and everything up here. However, to finish getting this wall entirely out, we did add like a beam here and a beam going across, but I do still have the toe plate or the floor plate, whatever you want to call it. And so I do have to pry this up, which I've already gotten started doing. I just had to use my saw to cut that thing there, and then just need to pry it up. I just don't know how hard it's gonna be. Oh, there we go. You just work your way along. All right. So looks like we're free. Go ahead and pull that out entirely. I wanted to get it out because obviously there's going to be nails sticking up, and I want to make sure that this has no sort of nails that would be sticking out. This is just like a barrier thing here, and then now I just basically need to take this outside and get rid of it, and then I need to vacuum. Once again, done a lot of vacuuming on this project, and I've got the cats in the bathroom, so I'll let them out here in a second. All right, well now with the wall down, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up doing the wiring. It's like 70 degrees in here, so it's comfy. We've got all the tools in here, and the cats are now in here. The ceiling is done in this room, so just have to start putting plugs in, putting in the lights. Still need to do this ceiling, which will be happening tomorrow morning. And then the floors are going to be happening in a few weeks, so then we'll be just about done. Today is the day that we're getting our flooring done. We've already removed the stairs, that way they can tie the planks into these old boards. They're going to do the same wood all the way across, and have a towel in here so the cats don't climb it, because that little kitten right there will try to make it all the way upstairs and then she won't be able to get back down. But anyway, so they're going to come do the floors today. Beyond that, now we will just have to do the trim work, like the baseboard and the corners and the ceilings and whatnot. But we are pretty close. We are definitely pretty close.
All right, Bubba, you ready?
All right, so the floors now just got done, with the exception of, unfortunately, like one piece over here that they were short on, so they're gonna order us another box and come and put that in. But yeah, they got it all completely like tied in as all one big piece. Got the little bedroom all floored. So yeah, it actually ended up coming out really good. So now, well, let's see, what is next? What is next? We got to do trim, we got to do the baseboards, we got to do all the corners and the ceiling and all that kind of stuff. But that also has to be done in the entire house. So we are going to basically have someone come and do that, I think, just to get it done quickly. So here soon, this whole entire house is going to be complete. Just got done having a beautiful little rain shower here. And it is sunny, it is insanely windy, it's still raining. I don't have a gutter right there, so it's pouring. My creek is flowing like crazy. I'm gonna go out into it. Creek is moving pretty good.